A lot of people ask, what are some tips to performing under pressure? Well, studies show that one thing that you can do to perform better under pressure is to simplify your process and have an external cue that you focus on for that process, okay? So an example of an external cue would be, say, one would be shooting the arrow through the target instead of just to the target. So the focus of shooting the arrow through the target could make you finish the shot and really complete your follow through. This will help you perform better because it's going to simplify the process. It's going to allow you to perform the shot more naturally, more almost subconsciously, especially the execution part of the shot. And there's been over 1,200 studies in the sport of golf alone that confirm this. And for a novice or a beginner, that external cue should be something that's close to them, a close external cue. For an advanced or elite athlete, that cue should be a far external cue. So I use the example of shooting through the target. That would be a great external cue for an elite athlete to focus on as they execute the shot. Okay. So another tip for performing better under pressure is to put yourself in more extreme pressure situations in practice and in training. So if we train harder and in harder situations than what we're going to face in competition, in practice, then competition or that performance situation is going to be a cakewalk then, essentially, instead of it being the opposite where practice is really easy and competition is hard. We want to make practice as difficult as possible, and then that way when we go to compete, it's going to be very easy and we're used to these different situations. It's really good to think out of the box, think of ways that you can incorporate a lot of pressure, and you can mix it up some so that it's fun also, because it's going to be interesting, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be new and challenging. And the key there is challenge. You're going to challenge yourself, and you want to shoot for a success rate of maybe around 80% in practice. And this way, your outlook on practice is going to be different than maybe what it is now. We see a lot of people that can break a world record in practice, and then in competition, they don't come anywhere close to breaking a world record. We want you to be able to perform okay in practice, but we want you to perform better in competition than what you do in practice. And now you're going to do that is challenging yourself day in and day out and making training and practice really challenging.